Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you are a long trader of natural gas, you guys know the tides are finally turning and you are very happy. The weekly storage report just came out about 16 minutes before I'm making this video. It is obviously in the green as the forecast was close to 108 and the actual came out to be 99, meaning a little bit more natural gas was used out of the storage compared to what they were expecting. So the demand is slowly starting to go up, and on the other end, Moldova no longer is going to be using Russian natural gas, says the PM. Now before we get into all of this, if you guys are here for the first time, you want to stay up to date with everything to do with natural gas, scroll down, tap the red subscribe button right there, slap a like on the video, just help to the algorithm, push the video to more people, and everyone that wants to know more about natural gas can stay up to date with it. Now the reason this week's storage report was so crucial is about 7 days ago is when the natural gas price momentum was slowly starting to go back up, which was causing a lot of bullish thesis starting to come out. And on the other end, a lot of short traders were also trying to trigger it or pressure it down to the 1.8 mark, which is why the market was in a very crucial zone. And this week's storage report would have been the decider point in terms of if the short traders are going to win or the long traders. And as you can see, that it is clearly supporting the long traders for the time being. Do I think in the long term what is going to happen? Well, personally, I feel like that natural gas price will start to climb. If we do see another pullback, I personally feel like the $2 mark will be again a very crucial support zone. If we fall below that, then 1.8 will be the other zone. But thing you need to remember, which I think is really important, is if we decide to climb up on the other end, I personally feel like until $3 there's not much strong resistance that will slow it down. As you can see, compared to last week when it was in red, which means the demand was a little bit lower compared to what was forecasted, this week it was a little bit better. Now, Moldova no longer using natural gas from Russia. Now, this was actually announced by the Prime Minister on Thursday, and they said that if at start of the war 100% of the energy consumed in Moldova originated in Russia, today Moldova can exist with absolute no natural gas or electricity from Russia. So you can see they do not want to consume any Russian gas, and they do not want to make sure they do not do that in the future as well. Now the European network, both technically and commercially, will be also joining in with them. On the other end, Japan's LNG imports dropped by 19% in April on the month-to-month basis, and they're obviously talking about comparatively to March. I personally feel like the way that the Japan's natural gas import is working, this is just to show that they actually care about the activists as well, the people who are caring about the environment. As G7 meeting, they were expecting there to be some sort of announcement that they will be cutting down on their investment towards natural gas, but obviously that did not happen, and they decided to increase it over time. Now if we decide to look at the chart, you guys can see as the announcement was done, there was a very big move forward. Right now we're sitting close to 2.6, which is a very important zone, as this might be actually the next support zone that we will be able to go into a consolidation zone into. Now if it decides to stay into a consolidation zone for, let's say, the next about 24 to 48 hours, after that we might be able to see a little bit more push forward. Do I think this is a good time to short natural gas? Personally, no, because I feel like there is just such a good bullish thesis that is helping it climb, not just the trend of the chart, but at the same time you can see that even the news are starting to support the long traders. So if you are a short trader and you're leverage trading, I recommend you should probably take a little bit of a sideline before you make up your decision for the future. Now if you do decide to look at the orders which are coming in, you can see that the buy orders are clearly outweighing the sell orders. Your boy is sitting close to 60% win rate, which is, I personally still think, good, because about 3 hours ago a very strong signal of buy. Another thing is the RSI line is starting to go into a little bit of an overbought zone, which I think is kind of crazy because, hey, I feel like there is still potential for natural gas to keep climbing to even make it to the middle zone, which will be close to $3. Do I think that this will be slowing down anytime soon? I personally do not think so until $3. Now, talking about something else, Vietnam bets big on LNG. South China Sea gas fields emit supply and security risk. Now, Vietnam plans to quadruple by 2030 its gas processing capacity, turning it into the first source of energy, marks a big bet on imported LNG and its reserve in the South China Sea, despite the supply and the geopolitical risk. Obviously, Vietnam is also trying to make a little bit of profit from LNG. The only way they will be able to do it is trying to increase the amount of source of energy they are able to get to the world. Another thing is the price action. It is starting to rebound and could extend, and let's just say that there is a lot of room for natural gas to keep climbing in the near future. If you have been paying attention to how well the whole market is doing, you guys might have seen that USD has also started significantly pumping up just in the past 2 to 3 hours, and also the gold and the silver market, or just precious metal in general, have taken a very strong pullback. Another thing is natural gas falls for the first time in 4 sessions. Now, this was actually supposed to be announced before the storage report went out, and after the storage report went out, hey, this was completely changed, and now it is back up, and it is not seen a single downfall in the 4 sessions. Now, US net gas falls a bit for bigger than expected storage build. US gas feature fell on Wednesday and will rebound for their first daily decline in 4 days on expectation of a bigger than expected injection into the gas inventories. And obviously, we know that about 20 minutes ago it was announced that that did not happen, which actually helped support the long traders even more. Beach faces construction delay at the gas plant in WA. The company said it no longer considers its pursuit to maintain its preciously targeted schedule and capital estimate. So pretty much in Sydney, they are not able to meet the deadlines and they're not able to reach what they're trying to do. So what sort of impact will this have on the global market? I personally feel like it will be very little, as the market is still very strongly climbing up. Natural gas features no changes to the range bound mood, as the support is still close to $2, but if it decides to keep going up, there is not much that will be slowing it down. I know for a fact that there is a lot of long traders which are thinking of holding natural gas for a very long time, and if you are deciding to hold it until winter, all I'm saying is you're going to be paying a lot of overnight funding if you are leverage trading, but other than that, there is a lot of potential for it to go up very, very far. Other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, do want to stay up to date with everything, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. I'm out. Peace.